everywhere in the world right now. I'm sure many of you, if not all of you, are plugged in on some level. So he's going to give you some reflection points. Okay? So let's welcome up Mr. Corley.
All right. Set my timer. All right. Good morning, everybody. You all look very comfortable. So, I know it's Monday morning, just past 8 a.m. Maybe you're still sleepy and the pajamas don't help. So I'll keep this presentation mercifully short, under 10 minutes, so you're right on to your first class of the day. All right? Just how you like it. Okay, so who here uses social media, whether that's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Discord, Line, WeChat, etc.? All right, a good amount of you. So, move this a little closer. And like I asked in my title, is social media good for you? Do you think it's good for you? Yeah? All right, some of you. How about, do you think it's bad for you? All right, so there are different perspectives. So I think growing up we hear like all the dangers of social media, right? But I want to kind of take a more balanced approach and balanced perspective and discuss with you and see like, can it be used for good? All right? So I have a question for you all. This morning when you woke up, did you immediately grab your phone and look at your TikTok or your Instagram? You check the memes your friends sent you? Anyone do that this morning? Nice. Thank you for your honesty. I did it this morning, so I'm guilty of this as well. So that was the face I made this morning as well. So according to the Pew Research Center, 96% of US teens use the internet daily, every day, and many say they're on it almost constantly. Now, the internet isn't just social media, right? You could be using it for school-related things, hopefully not using AI unauthorized, but I think we can correctly assume that a good chunk of that 96% is used for social media during the day, right? So I want to talk about the positives first that it can be used for. So social media can help teens like yourself connect with people like your family, maybe especially international students, connect all the way in Vietnam or Spain or anywhere else, right? Or to your friends, connect with people who have similar interests with you, people on the other side of the globe. And yeah, you can also use it to share things you create like artwork and posts and photos, etc. And it can potentially make a difference in the world. And so it's not just about mindless scrolling, right? It can help you learn things, find support, organize different projects. So I want you to think for a second. Have you ever posted something you care about? And so, for example, like maybe some artwork you created, maybe you shared a fundraiser link, or maybe you shared some post about a friend or a family member in need of assistance, like a GoFundMe. Anyone do that? Different things. All right, some of you. Yeah, so that's a good way of using social media. And in the last 10 to 15 years, we've seen social media be a tool for social political movements throughout the world, right? And yeah, before that, well, of course, there were movements like that, but it was a lot different, all right? So social media platforms can spark real-world change, from awareness campaigns to volunteering efforts. And I think this is a great example of how social media can be used for good beyond just personal benefit, personal entertainment, right? So, yeah, I talked about that. But let's also talk about the challenges, the negatives we often hear about, right? Like I said, I want to have a balanced perspective. So it isn't all positive. Spending too much time scrolling and comparing yourself to others can leave you feeling stressed and anxious, right? If you're on your phone right before bed for a while, just scrolling, that's not good for your sleep, right? Anyone here lose sleep because of that? Yeah? You're like, okay, just one more YouTube video, and before you know it, it's already 3 a.m. on a school night, right? And sometimes maybe you feel the pressure to look or appear a certain way on social media because, like, oh, my friends have these nice new clothes and they're posting about it, or this influencer I follow has this cool lifestyle that I want, right? So that can affect your confidence, right? Take a toll on it. So I want you to think for a moment, the last time you were on social media, maybe scrolling for 10, 15 minutes uninterrupted with no breaks, how did you feel afterwards? Any volunteers? How did you feel? Yes. What was that? You feel sad? Okay, anyone else? How do you feel after just scrolling on TikTok? Yes. Lazy. What else? Anyone else? One more? Yes. Tired, yeah? So generally we're feeling sad, lazy, tired. Usually not positive things, not productive things. It's kind of like, who here likes McDonald's? All right? I like McDonald's, but is it the best food for you? Generally not, no. So social media is kind of a similar way. It's kind of digital fast food, junk food, as it were. Yeah, but I think with anything that has pros and cons, I think finding the balance is the real key here. And when I say balance, I don't just mean quitting social media outright. You can do that, but I don't think it's necessary, because I think balance is really just being aware of how you use social media, right? Ask yourself, why am I opening this app right now? Is it just to scroll? Is it to learn something, to create something, to connect with someone, right? So being aware of that. And I'm not saying you need to be productive 24/7 with your time. That's just simply not possible because you're not machines, you're not robots, right? But so, allowing yourself some time maybe to look at brain rot stuff every once in a while doesn't hurt. But like I said, finding that balance is key. So even making small changes in your life, whether that's right before bed, like 30 minutes to an hour, just not using your phone, spending more time face to face with friends and family, not with a screen, and just limiting your mindless scrolling can make, I think, a big difference in your personal well-being. And so I want to ask again, is social media good for you? Maybe, but I think the better question I want to ask is, how are you using social media? The how is very important, right? The qualitative. So social media, there's no single correct answer, I think. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, because just look at you. You're all very different people, right? What works for one person may not work for another person, right? So it depends on how you use it, knowing yourself the best, know thyself. And I want you to think of social media not as just some abstract, distracting tool, a device, but it could be used as a tool that can connect you, teach you something new, inspire you, but it can also distract you from time to time. So I want to leave you with this question. How will you use social media going forward? Thank you.
Okay, everyone. Thank you, Mr. C. Let's give him another round of applause. That sounds like a phone. Okay. Okay. Oh, now it's off. Oh, now it's back on. Okay. Can everyone hear me? Yes, right? I have a few important announcements before I let you guys go. This Wednesday, this week, is a true half day. Okay, we have an open house that evening, so the teachers need to go because they're going to be coming back. So it's a half day on Wednesday. Remember, 12 o'clock, the school building is closed, so please make plans. If your parents can't get you, you can always go to the UV library to study in quiet, right? Okay? So remember, Wednesday is a true half day. Keep that in mind. Also, another important update. This Sunday is daylight savings time. Do you know what that means? What does that mean? Is it an extra hour this time? When we spring forward and we fall back. Yes, we get an extra hour. Oh, yes. The spring one's not the good one. So for those of you that are not aware, or, I don't think they do this in other countries, but to help with making up for the daylight going away, right? Every time we wake up now, it's darker and darker, right? So we do daylight savings twice, okay? So on Sunday, most of your phones will do it automatically. But if you have an alarm clock, if you're ancient and have an alarm clock, you'll have to adjust your clock, okay? I don't. I use my phone. Yes, I'm not ancient. But remember that time change is happening this Sunday, okay? So you have to be aware of that because you're going to have to make adjustments with the time change, okay? Also, some very important attendance rules. This is a reminder from the office. If you are going to be absent, or if you have an early dismissal, parents must contact the office, okay? You must let us know that you are your parents must let us know that you have permission to leave early, okay? If you don't have permission and you leave, you will get a detention. It's a safety issue, okay? We need to know that your parents know what you're doing. So if you are absent and we don't hear anything from your parents, that's a skip, okay? You have skipped school. If you leave early and we didn't hear anything from your parents, then you're also technically skipping classes. Okay, so please communicate with your parents and have them, they can call the office, they can text the office, they could email the office, okay? They just need to get in touch with the office. Tardiness, meaning you're late. If you are late, your parents must contact the office to excuse it, to avoid detention. So if you are late and we don't hear from your parents, then it's going to be a tardy and you're going to get a tardy detention, okay? If your parents let us know why you're late, then we can excuse it. But you must have your parents let us know, okay? Bus kids, or if you personally drive, call or text the office directly if your bus is running late, okay? We need to be informed that you're running late, okay? That's very important. If you are starting to feel sick during the school hours, so you start to feel a little sick, you have to speak to the nurse before calling your parents to pick you up, okay? You must speak to the nurse first. Parents can't just show up to take you home, okay? The nurse needs to verify, okay? Should this person go home or should this person stay in school? Does that make sense? Everyone understand? Okay. And then athletes, okay? We've talked basketball boys. We've talked to Coach Greg. Basketball boys know what they're doing. Soccer boys, soccer's almost over though, right? Yeah, okay. But soccer boys, also Coach Sal will text us, okay? The last day to pick up the October bus sticker is today. Okay, from tomorrow, the November bus stickers are available. So from tomorrow, if you qualify, and you yourself know if you qualify or not, if you qualify for a bus sticker, you can go and get the November bus sticker. Okay? All that being said, are there any other announcements? This week is Spirit Week. You'll notice that people are dressed in different weird things, okay? Please adhere to the rules outlined by student council. Remember that the teachers have the authority to say that what you're dressed as is not school appropriate. Okay, so remember to keep it all school appropriate. Remember to have fun. Okay, If you are not clearly on theme, meaning you are not dressed as the theme, you need to be in uniform, okay? So if you're going to do the theme, that's fine. It needs to be clear. If you're not doing the theme, you need to be in uniform, okay? Does Edward have something? No, it's okay. Okay. Okay, any other announcements from teachers? Okay, everyone, have a very comfortable day. Please, lower class